Colorado Dragon Boat Festival started in August 2001. I started the planning with two gentlemen, John Chen and Howie Solo. When the three of us came together to plan for the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival, we felt that the Asian community needed something to come together because we really wanted to do something to make them reconnect with their Asian heritage and really feel proud of their heritage. I felt that the festival can achieve several purposes. One is to bring the community together under one roof. The second thing is to create a sense of pride among the members of the community. The third thing is really to introduce the Asian culture to the general public because we have so much to share. When we first started the festival, there were so many challenges. I can't count with both my hands. One was that none of us in the committee had any experience in producing events, so we didn't know where to start.
That first year, though, the hardest thing was that we had no track record, right? Nobody knew who we were. Nobody believed, really, that this could happen. And because it hadn't happened yet, nobody really understood the dynamics and the excitement of dragon boat racing, which is what made us unique.
We didn't have a very big budget in the initial stages of the festival, so everybody donated their time. Everybody did everything. We didn't break up into different committees. Everybody was in charge of putting the exhibits together, the food booths together, the programming together. The challenge always remains funding. We want to put on a really good festival. And I think the second big challenge is to be able to show that we represent all the different Asian American communities.
When I first started, I really never thought that we would be as big as we are today. Our first festival was 15,000 people. And today, for the last 4 years, we consistently have more than 100,000 people. It's just unreal.
One thing I have learned about the Asian Pacific community here through the Dragon Boat Festival is just how diverse the Asian Pacific community is, that it really encompasses a scope of folks, ethnicities, unique cultures, strengths.
It's always a great experience for the public, for the visitors and the guests. And I think that's what's great about the Dragon Boat Festival. We educate, we entertain, we have this great athletic competition, and we pull it off every year. You know, it's incredible.
Every year we're trying to come up with new features, new ideas, because we know people keep on coming back and they have certain expectation that we always have something fresh. So we continue to look for opportunities to introduce new elements.
We're really fortunate to have such great leadership around this event, and really in a matter of 10 years for this to launch to the level that it has in our metro area, that really highlights the Asian Pacific community in a way that is friendly, it's accessible, it's family oriented. It might be the food that lures you in originally, but you do get caught up in the ceremonial events that take place there.
Some of my favorite things about the festival is how eclectic and how diverse it is. I mean, I have learned so much more about my own Japanese American culture by learning about the Vietnamese Americans, Cambodian, Mongolian, Filipinos, and it's about really coming together as Asian Americans, but also that we still maintain our own culture.
I would have to say my favorite thing now is really the eye-dotting ceremony and the press of people that want to come up close to really see such a unique and reverent event there at the water's edge.
To look out from the stage and see this sea of people, you know, that's a mix of Asian and non-Asian and African American and the European American and all these faces, old people, young people, really enthralled by what we're presenting to them.
As much as I love the food and the cultural education, I love standing on the sidelines and screaming for my favorite boat team to win.
My favorite aspect of the festival is the unity. Just all the communities coming together and enjoying all the different aspects that the festival has to offer. And I love the different foods. The shopping is wonderful. I like watching the races. The performance stage is just tremendous.
My vision for the next phase of the festival really is to begin to build a true business organization that can really manage and run the festival.
My hope for the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival is that it does step out of the two-day festival and that we do have more programming available. We establish a really strong leadership program for our younger generations. You know, we need to start growing our own leaders.
My hope for the future of the Colorado Dragon Boat Festival is that it is always there, that it is a successful avenue for the Asian community.
I hope it continues, I hope it grows, but I'd like to also see things like, I'd like it to become an international affair, so we have international rowers come in.
I would like to make sure that it continues to pull in every Asian American community that's represented in Colorado. I want to make sure that we show our visibility, our credibility, and the contributions that we have made to the American society in the best way possible.
I really want this festival to be something that, you know, I know I won't be here for the 100th anniversary, but I hope there is one.
What is so great about the contribution that the Asian Pacific community has made is that the Asian Pacific community in its diverse populations really put forth a distilled version of what they have to offer.
Many times I have been asked, 10 years, how is it that you did it for 10 years? It started from year one, 9 o'clock at night when the festival was over. We had picked up all the trash and now the sun was pretty much down. The air was a little bit cooler and I was just looking. I was just looking out on the lake and there was a person who stood on the side of me and he said, I am so proud to be Asian. I remember that now. Because this is what the festival has done. Not because we brought all the vendors and the entertainment, but the pride that it gives an individual to stand up and to say, as an adult, this wasn't a kid, this was a grown individual. And he said, I'm proud to be Asian. That carries you, that carried me, and has carried me for a long time.